Dunluce was never attacked. It was never breached. It was never taken by force. It was defensible, occupied, and actively maintained. And yet, it was left behind. The castle stands on a narrow basalt outcrop along the northern coast of Ireland, where sheer cliffs drop directly into the Atlantic. Access was possible only by a narrow bridge, easily controlled and easily defended. On three sides, the sea itself formed a natural barrier. From a military standpoint, Dunluce was formidable. That same setting made it vulnerable in a different way. The Atlantic battered the rock relentlessly. Wind, salt spray, and erosion worked continuously at the foundations. The ground beneath the castle was strong enough to defend, but never stable enough to trust. The earliest fortifications on the site likely date to the late medieval period, around the 15th century. Initially held by the MacKillan family, Dunluce was positioned to control nearby sea routes and coastal territory. It was not isolated, it was strategic. In the mid-16th century, the castle passed into the hands of the MacDonald clan, who expanded it significantly. Under their control, Dunluce became more than a stronghold. It was transformed into a noble residence, administrative centre, and symbol of authority in Ulster. By the early 17th century, under Randall MacDonald, the first Earl of Antrim, the castle functioned as the seat of a powerful lord operating within both Irish and English political systems. This was a working place. Inside the walls were halls, kitchens, living quarters, storerooms, and defensive towers. Archaeological evidence shows that Dunluce was not merely occupied in name. It was lived in, organized, and maintained. Beyond the castle itself, a planned settlement developed nearby around 1608. Excavations have revealed cobbled streets, domestic structures, and formal gardens, evidence of a small community tied directly to the castle's presence. Life here was not symbolic. It was practical, daily, and exposed. At some point in the mid-17th century, a dramatic event entered local memory. According to later accounts, part of the castle's kitchen collapsed into the sea during a storm, carrying people and infrastructure with it. Whether every detail of this story is accurate is difficult to determine. What matters is that structural failure became undeniable. The castle did not fall in battle. It failed beneath its own weight. Dunluce was not abandoned because it could not be defended. It was abandoned because it could no longer be trusted. From that point on, confidence in the site eroded alongside the rock. Maintenance became increasingly difficult. The cost of repair rose. Living conditions remained harsh. At the same time, the strategic importance of the location declined. Political priorities shifted. The MacDonalds relocated inland to places where authority could be exercised without the constant threat of collapse beneath their feet. There was no final siege, no burning, no ceremonial ending. By the late 17th century, Dunluce ceased to function as a residence or centre of power. It was not rebuilt. It was not adapted for new use. It was not replaced. Its role simply ended. Today, Dunluce remains sharply defined against the sea. Walls still trace their original outlines. Towers still stand at the cliff's edge. Beneath the surface, the remains of the surrounding town lie preserved, frozen at the moment when life withdrew. Erosion continues, slowly reshaping the site long after people chose to leave. Dunluce shows how a place can be abandoned, not because it was conquered, but because staying became an unacceptable risk.